我们要看什么？
九之蛙茶叶是这样出来的，不然就在吃树叶。
哇，好吃哦！
哎，9。
We're not going to use Google Maps. We're going to find it by ourselves. We had no idea where we were going. Legit, we didn't know where we were going, and we got to this trail that we thought, oh, if we keep walking for like 15 minutes, maybe we'll find the 9-stack frog. But nope. Turns out, when we checked finally on our Google map, we realized that we were in the wrong location. And if we had decided to keep going on that trail, it probably would have taken us another hour to get there. We got back on our car, and we finally get to the destination.
妈妈，我们找到了，看，她眼睛好大。
我们找到了，
都青了。九之蛙了。So that is what we're looking for.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9。
But then we realized.
喂，不能进去，因为
虎头蜂哦，它做好要做成类似像这样子啊，它在做这个，它要做成这样子，它在连接这一段。
明年要再来吗？
Close 呀，
明年再来。
明年再来。My birthday will come.
Quick update, we did not go back for her birthday. I'm sorry, Mom, but hopefully one day we'll see it. So at this part of the trip, I was like, okay, we're done, we're going home. But little did I know, my parents had another surprise waiting for me. As a child, I had a strange fascination with bugs. So with that being said, my parents decided to surprise me with a visit to the Bug Museum. If you're afraid of bugs, you should probably skip to here. The first thing we saw on arrival was the butterfly house. Looks a little bit janky and insignificant on the outside, but man, the butterflies inside were pretty amazing. The tour guide first showed us the caterpillars they were raising. They were just climbing on these pots of plants. And I was thinking the whole time, I was like, what if we accidentally step on them, like if they were crawling on the ground? The best part of this place is that all the tour guides embrace this hands-on philosophy. They let us touch anything. In the caterpillar exhibit, they were like, just touch it, it's fine. We'll tell you when we get to the poisonous one. I just wanted to say, this pupa right here, it's so beautiful.
它这么漂亮哦！
这一颗已经快，大概今天还是明天就会羽化了。羽化的时候，它还会挂在上面，大概半天左右。
It looks like it belongs on a very rich person's neck instead of like, hanging on a tree. Some of these caterpillars have really interesting defense mechanism. Like this caterpillar right here, it had spikes. It looks like it's gonna poke you, but it's actually pretty soft. This caterpillar here is my favorite caterpillar. I know, your first thought is it looks like bird poop, and that's exactly what it's trying to mimic. It kind of looks like the metaphor for my life. So finally we were allowed to walk into the butterfly house.
那你会在地上捡到它的
尸体啊，它到地上去，蚂蚁就扛走了。哦，下面有很多蜥蜴啦，一些比较天然的，它的天敌之类的，就会把它分解了。好，那这边就更近。
Once again, the tour guide gave us every opportunity to touch the butterflies.
那你没有把它抓紧它就会把它扯破。好，那这一只就是刚刚那个黄金色的蛹。
哦，
叫大白斑。好，这只是母蝶，松开就好了。松开。它除了蝴蝶以外，我们还有给它称一个小称号，叫会飞行的叶子。
This butterfly right here camouflages itself as a leaf, but when it opens its wings, it's actually really pretty. And most of these leaf butterflies actually feed on rotting fruit, so that's why there's a lot of pineapple peels everywhere. These white butterflies were massive. Some were as big as my hand. The funny part was this tour guide gave us a very in-depth look into the different parts of these butterflies.
敏感的地方，它生殖器就会外露，很像毛。对，它很特别的一个，很少。
I am so sorry, butterfly.
哇，那这一只就是母蝶了。
哦，我它肚子很
它
大呢。
身体不一样。
对。
应该里面都是蝴蝶的卵。
哦。
那这一只显然的翅膀有破损，就已经交配了。所以说。
你这样子，你会看它什么时候去产卵？
它自己会飞到外面去。它会定位。 它自己会飞到那个它特别的植物上面去产卵，它尾巴点一下就一颗。
Tour guide was so cool. He'd like grab these butterflies from the trees and he'd be like, oh, these butterflies play dead. So they would place it in our hands and the butterfly will lay there. And then he'd throw it up and they'll fly away. Overall, the butterfly house was really fun. There was like butterflies flying all around you and it created like this really calm and soothing atmosphere. Definitely something I'll do one more time if I could. So after the butterfly house, we decided to go to the other part of the museum, which featured a lot more bugs. This exhibit features bugs not just from Taiwan, but from like different countries such as like Indonesia, Malaysia, and Africa. Once again, the tour guide in here embraced the all-you-can-touch philosophy, and he like opened all the cages. There was probably like 50 cages in there with like different bugs, and he was just taking out different bugs and placing on our hands. I got a whole like these really interesting looking stick bugs that were huge and these leaf bugs. The last part of the exhibit is upstairs and it features a lot of taxidermy bugs. There was a display of the world's rarest butterflies and some of them were hermaphrodites.
Hermaphrodite.
Yeah, word, really long word. But basically it just means that these butterflies possesses both male and female sex organs. There were also these rare butterflies that had 5 wings and another one with 2 stomachs. This display right here is probably my favorite display. It is so beautiful. The wings on these butterflies looks like they belong like on a stained glass window in a church. It was so mesmerizing to look at. I could have sat there all day just like swaying back and forth and watching the lights reflect off the wings of the butterfly. And that was all of the bug museum. There was also a gift shop and a coffee shop in there to support their research of bugs. Our final stop on this trip is to one of my favorite Taiwanese desserts, which is called tangyuan. So they put tangyuan inside some brown sugar soup. It usually has a chewier texture compared to mochi. You can either have it warm or you can have it cold with some shaved ice in it. The ones I absolutely love is the red bean ones and the taro ones. They taste really creamy, but they're not overly sweet. There's also peanut ones and sesame ones that you can get. And that concludes our trip. Even though we failed at finding 9 frog stack, we did have a lot of fun going to the different places to try a different delicacy of Sun Moon Lake. Once again, if you're ever in Taiwan, this is a very good place to visit for its scenery, for its food, and for different things you can experience hands-on. If you have any questions, please leave a message down below. I'll try to put all the links to the places that I visited down below. And thank you so much for watching all the way through to this video. I hope you have a lovely day. Goodbye!